So it's 6 o'clock on a Monday evening and I'm just driving over to do one of my classes, and today has been a pretty rough day. You know, I woke up this morning and my legs just didn't have it. My legs were dead and my energy levels were low and just feeling generally rubbish, to be honest. But in my diary I had quite a tough bike ride planned and I really wanted to get it done. So over the last couple of weeks I have been kind of reckless with my training. I think I've been doing a little bit too much, to be honest. Like last week I put in just over 20 hours, which is new territory for me, and I haven't had a rest day for weeks and weeks and weeks. So I think today was just my body telling me to take things back a notch. But I really wanted to do this bike ride today, just as a mental challenge more than anything else. So I convinced myself to get out, and I've got to be honest with you, it was one of the toughest rides that I've done. Not because of the route, you know, I've done the route a good couple of times, but just because of the residual fatigue in my body. My body was just rebelling today, and it was a difficult ride because of the climbs and the distance. It was only about 60 miles, but I went into a few dark places on some of the climbs, and I honestly thought to myself, why am I doing this? Why am I putting my body through this? You know, this is silly. But then I reminded myself why I signed up for Ironman. You know, Ironman is going to be challenging, and that's one of the things that attracts me to it. That this is part of the process. Not every run, not every ride, and not every swim is going to be feeling great. You know, there are going to be times when you don't want to run, when your desire to train is low. But I think that it's during these times that we learn the most about ourselves. You know, anybody can do things when they're feeling motivated, and you know, it's easy. When you're feeling motivated, you strap on your shoes and out you go. But when you don't want to do things, I think that's when your true character is laid bare. So I'm so glad that I got it done today, even if my body wasn't. And this is the ride, and I'll tell you in a bit some of the mantras and some of the techniques that I used when I did find myself in those difficult places, because it's all psychological. You know, your brain is gonna pack in long before your body will. That desire to train and motivation is at an all-time low, the biggest thing that you need to turn to, the most important thing, is your why. Why are you doing this? Your why needs to be bigger than your excuses and your emotions. So one of the reasons why I do these types of things is to set a good example for my kids. I want to show them that with hard work, with diligence, with perseverance, you can achieve amazing things. So when I find myself not wanting to train, or you know, just feeling a little bit beat up, I remind myself that by doing this, not only am I becoming a better person, but I am setting a good example for my kids, something that hopefully they can look up to and something that they will remember when they face difficult times in their life. So you've got to have a big enough why. If you don't, it's going to be really difficult when times get tough. So just have a think, why do you do these things? Because your why is the most powerful thing that you've got. So use it to your advantage. Another good technique that you can use when you're in pain and struggling through a session is to be present. I cannot stress how much this has helped me when I'm training, is to just be present in the moment, focus on what you were doing, to be focused, to be fully engaged in the activity. So if you're climbing a mountain, running or riding your bike, you're not thinking about the top of the mountain, you would just being completely in the moment. You're just focusing on your breathing, you're focusing on your feet, on your arms, and just tell yourself that that finish line will come. I just need to be present, focused, and fully engaged. And sometimes if you do this, you will just experience a sense of timelessness, where you are just present in the moment, and it feels good. And before you know it, you've forgotten about the suffering, and you're at the top of the mountain. So another technique that you can use to help dig you out of these dark holes is to have a mantra. Now, a mantra is basically a motivational saying or an inspirational quote. Something that you can use when you do find yourself struggling, something that will bring you back on track. So my mantra for today was, the more you sweat in training, the less you bleed in battle. So I just kept thinking to myself, I'm doing this today, I'm suffering, it's hurting, but this is going to make me a stronger athlete, so that on the day, it's not going to be a complete and utter sufferfest. You know, I'll be able to smile at my friends and family and give them a high five as I pass. So just remember that. The more you sweat in training, the less you bleed in battle. So there we have it. That's 3 psychological strategies that you can use to help you with your training. 1, you've got to have a why, and your why has got to be bigger than your excuses. 2, always remember to be present, focused, and fully engaged in the activity. And 3, get yourself a little mantra, a motivational saying that will keep you on track. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and share with your friends, and remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Oh, and there is one more little psychological tip that you can use to help you when you are struggling. Always remember to smile.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
I only call you when it's